in and let's get warmed up and ready for our PE lesson today. So make sure you find that clear, open spot that you can move around so we don't bump into anything, and we're gonna get warmed up. All right, so we're gonna start with jumping jacks. We're gonna do 10 jumping jacks. Feet together, hands by your side. We're gonna jump our feet out, hands go up, and then back together. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very good. Now we're gonna do 10 windmills. So feet go wide, hands go out to the side, bend over at the waist, touch opposite toe, opposite hand, and then we'll come stand all the way back up, go across the other side. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Very good. All right, stand up, feet back together. Now we're gonna do 10 lunges, or those big giant steps, where we're gonna take a big step forward, knee touches the ground, and then stand back up and switch legs. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Very good. All right, we are going to do 10 air squats next. So feet go a little bit wide, hands are going to go up, and we're going to send our hips back and down like we're sitting down in a chair, and stand up. All right, we're going to do 10. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Very good. All right, we're going to end it with 10 cross crawls. So you can use your elbow or your hand. We're going to bring that knee up, touch opposite hand, opposite knee, or opposite elbow to opposite knee. All right, ready? So we're going to do 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Very good. All right, hopefully you guys are warmed up and ready for our PE lesson today. All right, today we're gonna be starting a unit on striking. All right, striking means to hit something. So we are gonna be using our hand today to hand strike an object. All right, ideally we would have some kind of ball around, but I know that we may not have a ball. A balloon would actually even be the best, especially if you're doing this inside. But if you can do this outside, that would be great too, all right? So if you have a balloon, you maybe want to use that first if you have that option. If you don't have a balloon, you could take a piece of paper, crumple it up so it's a nice little ball kind of shape, and you could use that today. Or you could even blow up a Ziploc bag if you need to. You can kind of blow it up here just like this, and then you can zip it up, and now you kind of have a little bag that you can use that's like a balloon. All right, so you're gonna need one of those things, something that you can hit with your hand today. So go ahead and pause the video, grab whatever you can find that's something similar to a balloon that we can hit today with our hand. All right, and then when you're ready, come back and hit play, and we're gonna learn how to strike the ball with our hand. All right, so I'm gonna use the balloon. Hopefully you guys have your stuff now ready. And we're gonna talk a little bit here first about how to strike the ball with your hand. Then we've got some practice that we're gonna do together, and then a couple challenges to kind of make it fun and see how we can strike the ball in different ways than with just our hand. All right, so when we are striking with our hand, we wanna keep our hand kind of closed, our fingers closed together just like this. We wanna keep our hand kind of flat. We don't want it to be curved or open like this, right? So we just want a nice flat hand, nice and tight together. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the balloon. We're gonna hold it out in front. We're gonna use that hand here to strike, okay? So striking means to hit. So we're gonna hold the balloon out in front. My eyes are on the ball, or on the balloon. And then I'm gonna step with my opposite foot of the hand that I'm gonna hit with, okay? So I'm just gonna take a little step forward with it when I hit. So I'm gonna look, my hand's gonna come back, I'm gonna step, and then strike as I hit and follow through, okay? So pretty simple, right? So ball or balloon, I'm gonna say ball probably, but balloon is out in front, my hand is ready, I step, strike, and then follow through, okay? so that is all our hand striking is going to be. Today we're going to kind of try to stay in place, but I can still take that little step forward as I strike that ball so that we work on getting a little bit of power so that later on when we want to hit something hard, we can really step and drive through that strike, okay? But today we're keeping it nice and simple and light, trying to keep this balloon close, all right? So make sure that you guys have that balloon ready or whatever your equipment is, and we are going to get to some practice. All right, so we're going to go into kind of some volleyball style striking. So using this balloon will help us to really kind of work on that because the balloon is going to float up in the air for a little while, a little bit longer than like a real volleyball would, okay? But we're first going to work on the set. So when you set a volleyball, right, without the balloon here first, you're using your fingertips and it's above your head. All right, so you're kind of making like a little triangle window with your fingers there, if you can kind of see that. And you're gonna touch just with your fingers, touch the ball. So you don't really want it to like touch the palm of your hand. So think fingertips, making a little triangle, and you're gonna push the ball up in the air. All right, now if you're inside, make sure you're being careful with how high we're going. We don't have to go super high with this, but soft little touches, we're gonna do 10. So I'll show you one with the balloon. You're gonna toss and then set. All right, so it's just a little toss and then a push with your hands, with your fingers at the top, all right? So we're gonna do 10. So go ahead and get yourself set. Make sure you don't have anything around, right? Because you're gonna be looking up a little bit. Watch where you're going when you're doing this one, all right? So go ahead, you do 10 while I do 10. Ready, toss, and set. Good, and then you can catch it, reset, toss, set, catch. All right, good, toss, set, catch. And make sure those hands are above your shoulders at least, right? When we set the volleyball, our hands are above our shoulders. If the ball is down low, we're gonna do a different move for volleyball, right? So toss it up above your head so that your hands can get over your shoulders. Very good. Toss, set, catch. I've lost track of where I am, but I think I'm maybe on 7. I don't know. You keep counting for yours though. You do 10. Toss, set, catch. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more. Toss, set, and catch. Last one for me. Toss, set, and catch. All right, so that's our volleyball set. That's a way to strike the ball when you're playing volleyball. You use that to set up for the person to come up and spike the volleyball down right over the net, all right? Now today, we're not gonna do spiking, but we are gonna do another volleyball strike where we are going to bump the ball. That's where we have our hands together so that we hit the ball with our forearms right here, okay? So we're gonna I want you to make a fist with one hand and then wrap your hand around it with the other and then put those forearms together the best that you can. And then the ball is gonna hit right here on those forearms and we're gonna make the ball bounce up. So here's what it looks like with the balloon, right? So I'm gonna toss, hands together, bump, and catch. All right, now for this one, if you wanna keep bumping continuously, then you can do that, right? So it would look like this. Hands together, bump, bump, and I just keep my hands together, but I want to strike that ball when it comes below my shoulders, all right? Because that's when we would use the bump in a volleyball if the ball is below our shoulders. If the ball is up here and I strike right here, that ball is gonna go backwards, right? And I want the ball to go forwards. Right now we're just kind of trying to keep it up in the air. So let the balloon kind of go down below your shoulders before you then bump the ball, all right? So let's do 10. You can do a bump and a catch if you want. I'm gonna keep it going continuously, so you can do a continuous bump if you want as well. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, so that's our volleyball bump. All right, the last one that we're gonna do is a serve. Now, only do this if you really have a balloon or something that's not gonna go flying across the rim, right? If you got a piece of paper, you could probably do it too, or the Ziploc bag. But if you have like a real ball right now, probably not the best, especially if you're in the house, okay? So, our serve is kind of like that underhand strike that we did before, but now we're gonna be a little bit more intentional about serving, that serving motion than we were with just striking as we were kind of warming up, all right? So, in volleyball, right, for an underhand serve, you're gonna hold the ball out in front just like this, right about at your waist height. You're gonna look at the ball, and for this one, I want you to make like a fist like this, and we're gonna hit with that flat part of the fist, okay, where your knuckles are kind of coming down. And you are gonna look at the ball, you're gonna take a step forward, arm comes back, and then you're going to strike the ball out of your hand. We're gonna try to make the ball go up, or the balloon go up. If it goes a little bit forward, that's okay, because that's really how you want the ball to go when you're playing volleyball, right? So, I'll take a little step this way here. And I'll show you kind of all together full speed. So balloon's out here, I get my hand ready, I step and strike through, and then I can catch, okay? So we're gonna practice the volleyball serve. Let's do 10. You can choose either hand. We don't have to alternate on this one really, but choose whichever hand you feel more comfortable, probably your dominant hand, right? Which is the hand that you use more often for most things, okay? All right, so let's do 10, all right? When you're ready, go ahead. Step, strike, and catch. All right, so kind of get yourself set, knees bent, step, strike, catch. All right, and this one you can hit a little bit harder if you want. It's not gonna go super far if you have a balloon, right? But you can try to make it go forwards if you want. Set, step, strike, and catch. Very good. Set, step, strike, catch. Very good. Here we go. I think I've got five more. You do 10 with me. There we go. All right. Set, step, strike, catch. Make sure you're keeping your eye on that balloon the whole time. Right when you start, right when you strike it, and then follow it after you finish. All right. I think I got maybe 3 more. You keep working towards your 10. Good. All right. Last couple of step, strike. Ooh, that wasn't a good one. All right, it wasn't set, right? So get set, get the step, and then strike. All right, there's my 10. All right, that was it for our volleyball striking today. You guys did a nice job with that. Next week, we're gonna work on some striking challenges, all right? So I'll come back with some challenges, more hand striking, but some different ways that we can strike the ball. And I will catch you guys next week with hand striking challenges.